22 August 2024 আৰু আজি আমি ডিসকাস কৰিম important articles for upcoming prelims and mains examination. Our first topic is the artificial flood control in Assam. Okay. Now there have been various instances of artificial flood in the recent times. Okay. Now what are the causes? The causes has been discussed in this article itself. One is the meteorological factors. So heavy rainfall due to climate change, cyclonic storms, thunderstorm, etc. Then there are certain hydrological factors in India. In the coastal regions, it can be maybe due to the high tides, overbank flow channel network. Then human-made factors such as land use patterns change, urban heat island effect, dam operation, etc. Okay. Now to address the artificial flood, the government has initiated many processes. Okay. Along with that, the nature-based solutions (NBS), okay, which was earlier discussed in the COP Conference of Party meetings also, are important. Okay. Jot the components of the water cycles tare upor work kora, then percolation so that groundwater refill hoi thake, then surface runoff, evaporation, transpiration, etc. There are many issues. Okay. আৰু যদি আমি কম মেজৰ কজটো ডেফিনেটলি আমাৰ এই তিনিটাই হয়, বাট তাৰ বাহিৰে আনপ্লেন্ড ৰেপিড আৰবানাইজেশ্যন ইছ্যু, দ্য ড্ৰেইনেজ ইছ্যু বা যিখিনি আমাৰ ড্ৰেইনেজ ডেভেলপ হোৱা নাই অ'কে ইন দ্য লাষ্ট 13 years, আদাৰ দেন দ্য নেচাৰেল ৱাটাৰ বডিজ হুইচ আৰ তাৰ যিখিনি এৰিয়া আমি ৰিক্লেইম কৰি আছোঁ ফৰ আৰ্বান পাৰ্পাছেছ, ফৰ কংক্ৰিটাইজেশ্যন, দিজ আৰ দ্য মেইন কজেছ ফৰ দ্য আৰ্টিফিচিয়েল ফ্লাডছ ইন দ্য ইণ্ডিয়ান চিটিজ. অ'কে. নাও the artificial flood control. Okay. So these are linked articles. So Government of India, the Indian government has taken many initiatives again to promote groundwater research and implement nature-based solutions to address the urban flooding. Ki korise master plan for artificial research of groundwater, then master plan for other research, then for rainwater harvesting, then for via different schemes like Jal Shakti Abhiyan, Amrit Sarovar Mission, Atal Bhujal Mission, Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation or Amrut 2.0, National Water Policy, etc. So these are the various schemes of Government of India to address the urban flooding by the research of the groundwater, then percolation issues, addition to percolation issue, then various schemes, etc. Yar bahire in these articles it has discussed about the Assam governments, the previous governments from 2001 to 2015. That is the Torun Gogoi government, তেওঁলোকৰ যি ইনিচিয়েটিভ আছিলে আৰু লগতে the present government. Okay. So it has discussed about these recent schemes, Amrut 2.0, Bhujal Yojana, etc. Yar bahire certain legislation. For example, they have discussed about the 2008 legislation of the Restoration of the Water Bodies Act in Guwahati via Act. Okay. আৰু ইয়াৰ থ্ৰুদি আমাৰ যি তিনিটা মেইন ৱেটলেণ্ড আছে ইন গুৱাহাটী কি আছে, এটা হ'ল ডেফিনেটলি দীপৰ বিল ৰামছাৰ ছাইট, নেক্সটটো হ'ল বৰখলা সৰুখলা আৰু এটা হ'ল হিল হাকো. অ'কে. নাও ইন দ্য ৰিচেণ্ট টাইমছ there have been drive, okay, to clean up the encroachment, okay, or so that the wetland can reclaim the concretized area, okay, in the peripheral region. Yar bahire clearing the and deepening of the Borkhola bill, modern rainwater harvesting technology such as the concept of spongity from China, then QBB, EquaCell, cubic plus technology, etc. Modernization of the garbage disposal and sewage system, citizen awareness and plastic ban, community involvement, collaboration with experts, etc. Okay. Now these two articles, one is causes of the artificial flood in Indian cities and artificial flood control of the two governments 2001 to 2015 and the recent government. Okay. তেওঁলোকৰ various initiative খিনি আৰু লগতে Government of India various schemes. Okay. Important for GS5, also for the schemes are important for prelims. The next topic is regarding Assam Land Revenue Regulation Bill 2024. Okay. GS5 কাৰণে important হয়, prelims কাৰণে important হয়. Now via this bill Assam government, Assam cabinet has approved inclusion of the Chapter 12 in the Assam Land and Revenue Regulation Act 1886. Okay, the Chapter 12 will establish the heritage belts and blocks around the iconic structure. Ekhini part amar prelims karone important hoy. Now under the new rule, areas within 5 km of any iconic structure over 250 years old will be notified as heritage belts and blocks. Excuse me. However, the entire district of Majuli will be recognized as heritage block due to its historical importance. In these notified areas, only residents who have lived here for at least 3 generations will be permitted to buy or sell land. Other people will not be allowed to purchase land in these two areas, barring those who have been living in this area for 3 consecutive generations. Okay, ইয়াৰ বাহিৰে this is an attempt to pave the way for creation of micro tribal belts and blocks. So 2022 mention amar ahisile tribal belts and blocks, that is a chapter 10 of the Assam Land and Revenue Regulation Act 1886. So এই বছৰ মেইনছৰ কাৰণে heritage belts and blocks important হ'ব পাৰে, প্ৰিলিমছৰ কাৰণে important হ'ব পাৰে, আৰু লগতে মাইক্ৰো ট্ৰাইবেল belts and blocks important হয়। ঠিক আছে, ইয়াৰ লগতে the move is necessitated as many ST and SC have age-old villages outside the existing tribal belts and blocks. ঠিক আছে, so in the chapter, this is chapter number 12, will allow the creation of villages with 80% or more ST and SC populations as micro tribal belts and blocks. Okay, so from these articles, our prelims, mains and interview tinta kind of important. There are various data, okay, and facts. First is about the Assam Land and Revenue Regulation Act. Then chapter 10 to ki asile tribal belt and block, and chapter 12 to ki hobo heritage belt and block. Okay, then 5 kilometer radius, over 250 years old notified iconic structure. Majuli entire district. Other than that, the concept of micro tribal belts and blocks. Okay, very important. The next topic is regarding Mpox virus. Okay, the WHO, World Health Organization, has declared Mpox a public health emergency of international concern due to significant upsurge in the African countries and mainly in Democratic Republic of Congo. Okay, it is detected in 10 African nations and with 96% quote in DRC or Democratic Republic of Congo. Okay, emergence of a new virus strains clade 1B spreading mainly through sexual contact is particularly concerning. So similar question amar agote Ebola upor ahi goise UPSC prelims, so it can also be important for prelims. The risk assessment of ender clade, okay, 1A IA, which is spreading mostly in children through multiple modes of transmission, has been considered to be high. Now, PHEIC, public health emergency of international concern, is the highest level of alarm under International Health Regulation 2005, reflecting the disease potential to spread beyond Africa. This is the second time in the 2 years that Mpox has been declared a global emergency. Now, Mpox is a viral disease caused by monkeypox virus, a species of genus Orthopox virus. আৰু দুটা ক্লেড আছে বা দুটা টাইপ আছে, ক্লেড 1 and ক্লেড 2. Symptoms কি হয়? Skin rash, mucosal lesions which can last 2 to 4 weeks, accompanied by fever, headache, muscle aches, back pain, low energy, swollen lymph nodes, etc. Transmission can be transmitted to humans through physical contact with someone who is infectious, with contaminated materials, or with infected animals. Preventions: Mpox can be prevented by avoiding physical contact with someone who has Mpox, and vaccination including the Xenos vaccines, which can help protect those at risk. Treatment: persons with Mpox should be isolated. Several antivirals such as tecovirimat have been used to treat Mpox. Okay, so Mpox are mainly prelims are important. The next topic is regarding India-Poland relationships. Now there is a historical tie between India and Poland. আৰু আমি কোনটো সময়ৰ পৰা পাওঁ? World War II সময়ৰ পৰা পাওঁ। The humanitarian efforts of Indian leaders such as Maharaja Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj of Kolhapur and Jam Saheb 𝐷𝐕𝐺𝐲 Ranjit Singh of Nawanagar during World War II are central to the shared history of India and Poland. As Poland faced horrors during the World War II, they flee their regions. Indian princely states under the leadership of these rulers extended the hand of compassion, provided relief and sanctuary. Maharaja Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj's efforts in Kolhapur are significant in providing safe refuge and essential resources to the Polish women and children. Okay. Now, regarding economic and commercial relation, Poland continues to India's largest trading and investment partner in Central and Eastern Europe. Okay. In the last 10 years, 13 to 2023, the total bilateral trade with Poland witnessed increase of around 192%. Okay. And balance of trade continues to be largely in favor of India. And tourism and business are growing in both directions, with Indian companies investing mainly in IT, software, biotech, electronics, etc. Okay. India is now 5th and soon to be 3rd largest economy in the world, while Poland ranks 6th in the Euro and 21st globally. So it will be beneficial and conducive for both the countries for their business and commercial interest. The next topic is regarding the foster care. Government lifts restrictions, allows single individuals to foster children after 2 years. Okay. Now, fostering mane hol, it is an arrangement in which a child temporarily lives with either extended family or unrelated individuals. Okay. So, jikono horu kom boyokor lora ba swali, they live temporarily. The keyword here, with their extended family or unrelated individual. In India, children who can be fostered have to be above age 6 years. So, minimum age is 6, living in child care institutions and having unfit guardians. Minors who are placed in the category of hard to place children having special needs can also be fostered. Now, till now, there was a model guideline for foster care 2016 by Ministry of Women and Child Development. Okay. And under the guidelines, children of the age 6 to 18 years can be fostered. Okay. Whose parents are unable to take care due to mental illness, poverty, imprisonment, etc. Staying in the child care institutions, and children in the age group of 0 to 6 years will not prefer to be considered as placed in the foster care, as such small children will be encouraged for adoption under the regulations governing adoption of children 2017. So, under 6 years to adoption karone under 2017 Act, more than 6 years up to 18 years till now, model guidelines for foster care 2016. Okay. Now, why the amendment was needed? The guidelines have been revised in accordance with the Juvenile Justice Act 2021 and Juvenile Justice Model 2022. Okay. The change in the guidelines was needed jehetu single individuals were allowed to adopt children but were not allowed to foster. There are certain key changes. Ki ase opening up fostering for any person, irrespective of their marital status, single, unmarried, widow, divorced, legally separate, etc., whether or not they have biological son or daughter. Okay. However, for girl child, a single woman can foster eventually adopt a child of any gender, man or male or female. Okay, but men can only do so for male children only. Allows foster parent to adopt a child after he or she is in the foster care for minimum 2 years. As previously it was 5 years. Guidelines for married couples who want to foster. No child shall be given in foster care to couple's spouse unless they have had a stable marital relationship for the past 2 years. Age of foster parents. While as per 2016 guideline, both spouses must be above 35. The revised guidelines are more specific. Also, regarding registration of the foster parents can now register online through a platform, Child Adoption Resource Information Guidance Systems, CARINGS, which is already being used by prospective adoptive parents for registrations. So, foster care important ho interview karne ba mains karne. Then GLOF Mitigation, Glacial Lake Outburst Flood. Our central government has provided 150 crore Glacial Lake Outburst Flood Risk Mitigation Program for 4 states. Film karne important ho pare Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. Okay. Now, glacial lakes, for example, in the South Lonak Lake, are large bodies of water, Jipur, generally melting glacier fronted but topot thake. These glaciers, but these lakes are mostly dammed by unstable ice or sediment composed of loose rocks and debris. And due to this loose rock and debris, there are potential to create disruptions such as glacial lake outburst flood. Okay. So when the boundary around these glacial lakes breaks, huge amount of waters rush down, creating the floods. Or how it happens? The retreating glaciers, glacier movement go right over the land, like several in Himalayas, usually result in formation of lakes at the tips. Okay, generally called proglacial lakes. It's often bound only by sediments. If the boundaries of these lakes are breached, it can lead to large amount of water release. Okay, features ki hoy, they involve sudden release of water. They tend to be repeat events. Furthermore, they result in large downstream river discharges. In the last 3 to 4 years, there have been many instances, mainly in Sikkim this year, Himachal and Uttarakhand in the previous year, about various events of glacial lake outburst flood. Our Government of India has approved the 150 crore program in 4 states: Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. Now regarding Bongeet. Okay. Now in these articles, Anandiram Das' contributions towards Assamese music and Bongeet has been discussed. Okay. So Bongeet originated in Assam in the mid 1930s, and Anandiram Das created and crafted these songs using the local themes, local tunes, influence from the Bihu songs, etc. Now Bon means wilderness, Geet means songs. The Bongeets are very favorable in Assam society since ancient times. These songs are mostly romantic. Okay. Our central idea is natural grandeur, which includes dense forests, birds, flowers, animals, etc. Okay. Certain Bongeet express the subtle emotions of tragedy, anxiety, love, hatred, devoid of religious influences. Now, contribution of Bonkuar, Anandiram Das. Okay. He created and crafted these Bongeets. Okay. It was through these songs and lyrics that Bonkuar interpreted his experiences, which also reflected much of the feelings of common people. Now, Bongeet is important. Who is the Bonkuar? Who is Bonkuar? Logote Bongeet or যিখিনি characters are important for means GSI paper. The next topic is regarding caste census. Center plans to take caste count during census. Now, why it is important to have caste census? First of all, the caste census will give data regarding the various caste OBC, right? So, it will help in policy formulation. Also, it will address in helping addressing the inequalities, and also it will help in effective monitoring. Now, regarding caste census, before independence, 1871 census was the first attempt to measure the population and enumerate caste data across the India. 1931 was the last exercise to enumerate the caste data, and post-independence, the Government of India decided as a matter of policy not to enumerate caste-wise data rather than SC and ST. But India's largest caste block is the OBC. Okay, and it is not figured in. It hasn't figured in the census from 1950 to 2011. Okay. So, in 2011, socio-economic caste census was done. SCCC 2011 was the first caste-based census since 1931, conducted by Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of Housing and Urban Poverty Alleviation in rural and urban areas respectively. It was for the first time comprehensive exercise carried out for both rural and urban people. Okay, the data of SCCC 2011, excluding the caste data, was finally published by the Government of India. Now, there has been demand to enumerate caste as a part of census 2021. Definitely, it will help in addressing the monitoring issue, aiding the formulation, right? Or hetu karone center plans to take the caste count during the upcoming census. Next is Union Minister and Industry Minister, Union Commerce and Industry Minister. He spoke about the growth of e-commerce as a matter of concern. Now, e-commerce is the buying and selling of goods and services online or transmitting funds of data over electronic network, primarily the internet. Now, what are the concerns? Now, again, reports are important. Pehle India Foundation report, net impact of e-commerce on employment and consumer welfare in India. The e-commerce is growing at an annual rate of 27%. Okay, that e-commerce will double every 3 years. Okay, online vendors generated 15.8 million jobs in India, with about 1.76 million retail enterprises. But the minister claimed that this growth of the e-commerce will have consequence of predatory pricing. Now, what is predatory pricing? It is a practice of keeping prices superficially low to undercut competition and gain market share. Now, due to this effect or predatory pricing, the e-commerce sector is eating up the local markets. So, local jikhini establishment ase, they are suffering. The minister single out Amazon for indulging in predatory pricing and selling products directly to consumers, even though it is not allowed to do so. According to minister, this might create social disruption because it is negatively affect the 100 million small retailers in India. Or for their protection, the Consumer Protection Rule 2020 অনা হৈছিলে. It directed the e-commerce companies to display the country of origin alongside the product listings. লগতে companies will have to reveal certain parameters that go behind determining product listings in their platform. So e-commerce পৰা যিখিনি আমাৰ চ্যালেঞ্জ আহিব পাৰে for the local markets, those are important for GST people. The next topic is regarding 4D printing. To understanding the role of 4D printing in the healthcare industry. Now, what is 4D printing? 4D printing gives 3D printed objects additional layer or ability to change their shape over time. Tar mane ki hoy? 3D printing is static, right? So, additional layer diya hoy, programmed layer, due to which the shape will change over time. So, it's a dynamic type of printing. The term 4D printing refers to the additional 4 dimensions, that is a time. It's an emerging technology which combines 3D printing techniques with high-level material science, engineering and software. Materials play a crucial role in 4D printing as technology uses materials that have been specifically designed to react to specific stimulus. Aru, common stimuli that can cause fabricated objects to transfer include temperature change, light, water, magnetic field, etc. Now, 3D versus 4D. 3D printing is rapid prototyping and manufacturing technology that deposits material layer in a 3-dimensional objects. Whereas 4D uses the same technique as 3D, but yet an additional layer thake. Okay, due to which dynamically it can change the shape. During the 4D process, geometric code is added to the instructions on how shape will move or change once triggered by a stimulus such as temperature change, light, water, magnetic field, etc. Okay. This pre-programming step enables the creation of smart, responsive objects that can adapt to specific environmental factors. It is very, very important topic for prelims and also for GST paper. Now, Supreme Court in one of the recent judgment spoke about environmental regulators to examine need for environmental regulators. Now, ki hoy? Justice 𝐃𝐢𝐬 said that for telecom there is TRI, for electricity there is CERC. A similar model is needed for climate and environmental regulation. Okay, amicus curiae, which helping the court, K. Parameswar, he said that about the current environmental regulators operating in silos, mane ki part by part, okay, in a fractured way, and which is creating problem. So, there is a need for consolidation into a single entity. Hitu karone koa hoise environmental regulator. In the current regulatory landscape, there is CPCB, by Central Pollution Control Board, State Pollution Control Board, National Green Tribunal, and various ministries. Okay, so definitely there is various ministries working in silos. Okay. So, hence to address the accountability and effectiveness, so there is a need for one single entity environmental regulator. So, important hoy GST paper and also for interview. Then Orangutan Diplomacy. So, why Malaysia scenes its track on Orangutan Diplomacy. Now, what is Orangutan Diplomacy? Malaysia announced its plans to give orangutans to palm oil buying country in May this year, saying that the policy was inspired by China's panda diplomacy, a practice of sending panda from China to other countries as a tool of diplomacy and wildlife conservation. Okay. So, initially it was inspired from China as per spoken by the ministries, but now they have tweaked the policy. Now they are telling কৈ আছে যে তেওঁলোকে ওৰাংউটান পঠিয়াই নিদিয়ে but conservationৰ কাৰণে effort ল'ব. Okay, so orangutan diplomacy is important for prelims. Now, regarding orangutan, these are the largest arboreal mammals. Okay, 96.4% similar to human genes. 3 species, Bornean, Sumatran and Tapanuli. Okay. Habitat distributions, they can occur up to 1500 meter above sea level. Okay. Most are found in lowland areas. IUCN status, all the 3 orangutan species are critically endangered. This was all about 22nd August 2024. We will again meet again for the 23rd August current affairs. Thank you.